Reynolds on the run. Unlucky that Van Rooyen couldn't stay on side.
Because at that stage of the proceedings, Supersport United defence was scored very flat indeed, and maybe just an inkling that he was in an offside position, Tino Van Rooyen. He's playing out of a right-back position. He got himself in a really, really good spot inside that penalty area. Ball nicely won in midfield there by Tetwa. And good servants of Stellenbosch FC. Formerly played at Royal Eagles and Black Leopards, as a Ruby will make another clearance. Ismail Toure, just like a Washington Ruby, one of the players that has left Marumo Gallants. Marumo Gallants, don't forget, Supersport United will play in the Motsepe Foundation Championship.
A great start for Toure in his career at Stellis, getting man of the match in the first game against Orlando Pirates. He's solid in the air, he's a good man marker, and that's why they've signed him here at Stellis.
Rayner's always busy, always looking for a way through, always maybe a little on the physical side, but he's a big character. He's imposing in that penalty area. Another return ball. It's not a bad effort.
He seems to be playing with a lot of freedom since he has returned to Stellis. He's allowed the freedom to roam around in any position in the front three role. In that instance, going for that near post, going for that killer, unlucky not to get the target.
It's quite interesting in his stay with Supersport United, not anywhere near as successful he was when he returned to the Cape during the transfer window. And once he landed in the Cape, he hit the ground running. He just scored. There wasn't a match barely that he wasn't on the score sheet. Just kept on rattling in goals, a brace here, brace there, hat-trick there, and it was phenomenal to watch. Phenomenal to watch at the back as Toure again will make a clearance.
Yet to get off the mark this season, that is Reynolds. Question is he missing Mendieta that is left for Mamelodi Sundowns? Is he missing that supply?
It's a team game, is the game of football. Can't do it all on your own. Tyson Klatswayo, wide by Fumbitsai. This is Marchaman, another product of the Western Cape, a product of Ajax Cape Town, who are now Cape Town Spurs, product of Mamelodi Sundowns as well, on loan with Supersport United last season. He's a really good player. Terence Vukamanja. Nicely spreading the ball around, and Supersport United just starting to find the range here at the Peter Makaba Stadium.
It's interesting to see jersey number 15, that is Fumbezai. He's the left back, but he's tucking inside. This is the modern trend that we've seen even in Europe, even here in South Africa, especially with Mamelodi Sundowns. You'll see the left back tucking in. That's him in position of the ball now, playing that ball back. He tucks in, he then gives the width to the young Campbell to then operate in that wide area. That's something new coming from Kevin Hunt this season.
Always nice to see the innovations. Always nice to see how coaches, the experienced coaches, pick up those trends and implement them. It's about the implementation as well. And in the picture is Fawaz Bassadine, 26-year-old left-sided fullback who played at Ubuntu Cape Town FC in the First Division, Steenberg as well in the NFD. And then had a spell with Swallows before moving south again. Assistant referee on the far side is Cledwin Baloy. I almost thought for a moment there was something wrong with the ball, but Mr. Baloy making 100% sure that everything's in order on that far side. Quite interesting. I'm not sure if I've seen in the past, I'm not sure if it's a new thing this season where assistant referees will then assist the referee for the 10 yards while the referee's dealing with stuff in the penalty area. I haven't really seen that too often. Good ball into the penalty area of Stellenbosch FC. Not the contact they were looking for. Ime Okon, who has come through the junior ranks at Supersport United. It's a big ask of him as well, Ime Okon, to play alongside of Tulani Klatswayo. And he can only learn bags full of what it takes to be a central defender in the South African Premier League and cup competitions.
Yeah, he's surrounded with a lot of experience from Bezai. That's why you will learn a lot. He's very strong aerially. He's a good man marker, and he's got a good pace on him. That is Ekon, and that is one for the future. And I see him also with the ability that I've seen throughout the games that I've watched him. He might be one for the national team too.
And we just tagged by Toure. Keegan Johannes, another former Ajax player, another junior international. There's lots of them on display here today. Markman, Johannes. Nice first time ball, turned inside by Tyson Platswayo. Campbell gave himself a lot of space. Still an opportunity for Supersport United. That's a little bit wayward, to be perfectly honest.
That's where one of the senior players was supposed to say to John is space and time, because there was no need for him to play that first time, because the cross is coming in from Campbell a little bit overheat. You can then take a touch, lift your head up and see who's in the box, and then pin in a quality cross and try and find somebody in a blue shirt.
Toure looking for someone in a white shirt. Johannes gets a touch, cleared away by Ocon. Interesting tournament so far. Mamelodi Sundowns eking out a victory over a 10-man Swallows, who had Andile Jolly sent off before the 10th minute of the match, and it was rather a surprise when you're not watching the match and you suddenly see that pop up on your feed. But apparently it was a great decision from the referees anyway. Orlando Pirates absolutely taking Sekhukhune United to pieces. And Kaizer Chiefs fighting back against Cape Town City with goals from Dupree and Castillo. Off the front, Heden's early goal. The header! Just over the top from Supersport United. Just for a time, Ismail Toure and Thabo Molowisani was just caught in no man's land.
Good positioning, that is Zigamanja. Good change of attack points, and look at how he rises. He's not the tallest of players, that is Zigamanja, but he gets that leap, and in that instance, unlucky not to get it on target, but good service coming from Fumbezai. Interesting enough, Supersport, the ball on the right hand side, they move it to the left, and then that cross comes in. They're trying to move Stellenbosch from a pressure area to a non-pressure area and change the point of attack.
5 goal attempts from Supersport United as well. Only one creative effort from Stellenbosch FC so far. Johannes away. Looking for Antalan Zimbata. Only team with shots on target so far is Supersport United. Sandre Campbell was a lovely little late run into the penalty area as well, and no way through, unfortunately, for Ronald Fumbizai. He can score goals. In fact, I'm almost sure that last season for Chippa United he scored against Supersport United, who then signed him. I'll have to check up on that for you.
5 goals in all competition, that is Fumbizai last season. He adds a lot of height into that box and the offensive set plays, and it's also deadly when it comes to set plays, direct set plays also. I'm just wondering if we'll get an opportunity at a star-studded team like Supersport to take the set play.
The MTN8 as Kampani Lungu tries to get away from Thabo Molowisani. It's good work tracking back from Fars Bassadine in the left back position. Nicely contained by Janino Palace. Good touch in there from Gaugelo Segotter as well. Haven't seen much of him so far, the former Kaizer Chiefs man. Played for two of the Soweto Giants, Swallows as well.
This is another platform for him to relaunch himself. He did well at Bidvest, then went to Swallows. Went to Kaizer Chiefs, it did not quite work out, but the consistency was the key, the lack thereof for Sekgotha, but he's got another opportunity here at Stellis to relaunch his career.
Union Palace given a bit of a runaround by Chandra Campbell, and that's a foul on Lungu by Thabo Malawisani. Another signing from Malawisani, that is, from Maritzburg United. Played for All Stars FC, the 24-year-old, and then he was quite versatile at Maritzburg United. He didn't always play central defender. He played as a right back as well in that side.
A lot of teams want versatile players. You must be able to play at least in 2-3 positions. You look at Kampani Lungu this evening. He can play out wide, but today he's playing as the supporting striker or as the number 10 just behind where Zukamanja is operating. So in modern football, you need to play at least 2 or 3 positions.
Responsibility still falling on the shoulders of Chandra Campbell alongside of Grant Markaman. Little dummy run from the Cape Townian, and that's not a bad ball at all. Punched away by Sage Stevens. I like the way it was driven in with pace from Chandra Campbell. Wide again to the youngster. A little bit too enthusiastic this time from his teammates.
The pace of the cross is good. One thing that he just needs to change in his deliveries, just keep it away from the goalkeeper. That curl needs to curl away from the goalkeeper, and he tries to find a blue check a little bit in the range of the goalkeeper. That's why Sage Stevens has managed to deal with all those set plays so far.
And as a left-footed player, he should be able to achieve that from the left-hand side, curling it away from the keeper. I can understand from the right-hand side, yeah, you're going to curl it in as Sekgotha goes down with a little knock from Ronald Fumbitsai. No damage done, I don't think.
I get confused between Palace and Sekgotha because Sekgotha used to have the same hairstyle as Palace. Now he has cut his hair. Every time I want to say Sekgotha, I see Palace, but I'll get used to the hairstyle.
Absolutely. Now the start of the season is always an interesting one with players switching from club to club. Good free kick, nicely headed away as well from the danger zone by Johannes. Dino van Rooyen really did have that wonderful run where he was set up by Ikram Reyners. Reyners has been a bit quiet at the moment, but let's not forget the skill to be shown here by Chandra Campbell. Good piece of defending from the Stellenbosch FC captain Van Rooyen. Looking very lively tonight is Dino van Rooyen. Showed the pace that he has. This is Ronald Fumbitsai though. One of three Zimbabweans in the starting lineup. Washington Arubi, Fumbitsai, Vukamanja, and then the Zambian in Gampani Lungu, who used to play at the Power Utility, Power Dynamos, out on the copper belts. Ball chipped away by Mtetwa for Stellenbosch FC. Important role for Mtetwa to fill. He's very adequate though in the pockets.
Another tussle that I'm interested in this evening is Thulani Hlatshwayo versus Reyners. A lot of pace from Reyners, a lot of movement of the ball from Reyners. Thulani Hlatshwayo very strong aerially and a good man marker. So Akon will have to assist Hlatshwayo in terms of dealing with Reyners. Toure
dealing with Campbell at the moment. Looking for a corner was the youngster, and that's good defending again from the Ivorian. Played in ASIC Mimosa before signing with Maruma Gallants. Dylan Kerr was at the helm of that club. Unfortunately, even despite their wonderful run in the CAF Confederation Cup, they left some of the wonderful work they'd done on the continent away from the domestic front and paid the price for it. Or was it the tussle over money? Stevie Barker on the right-hand side of the picture. That's the movement, he says. Rightly so as well. Ronald Fumbizai. There's a nice little bit of movement as well. It's a good turn by Terence Bugamanja. Well watched in the midfield as well by Zabongiseni Mtetwa. The possession well in favour of Supersport United as we head up to, well, it's pretty close to the first half an hour of the match. I haven't really seen, we've had 2 shots on target from Supersport United, nothing from Stellenbosch FC. Most of the creativity coming from Matsatsanze Pretori. But neither goalkeepers really had to work too hard. There have been maybe a couple of scares for Sage Stevens. Washington Ruby not so much under pressure right now.
It's interesting to see Kevin Hunt rest Goss in today's game, because you're looking at Goss this season, the 2 games that he has played, just kept 2 clean sheets. You know, I think it's just about rotating the goalkeeping department and giving the minutes to others.
Yeah, 2 matches, 4 points in the DSTV Premiership. Haven't conceded a goal. Score 2 with Bukamanja and Igudaro in the opening match against Richards Bay FC. Stellenbosch FC starting with that fabulous win with the front 8 goal over Pirates. And then losing on the road to Polokwane City, just at the back of our stadium where Polokwane City played in the first division at the old Peter Makaba Stadium. Buerta. I was wondering when we were going to pitch up at the new Peter Makaba. What a coming job.
I wonder what team he supports these days. When I asked him the other day, he says he supports football.
Probably does. Clearance away again by Mtetwa. But Supersport, even the furthest man back, Tyson Mkhatswayo's outfield plays, not including Washington Ruby. Maybe 4 meters inside the half of the Winelands club. Half an hour played in Polokwane.
All the pressure that Supersport has exerted on Stellis does not reflect on the number of chances that they've created. Yes, they are dominating the ball position. They are having most of the ball, but they are not using that ball position to create goal-scoring opportunities.
Yeah, it's got to come on field at some stage. Two-way diving into the challenge. The ball bouncing awkwardly for Campbell. A little bit of support arrives in the space of Ndlovu, but once again, just the final touch in the box entry not quite working out for Supersport United, despite having the majority of the possession. Well, it's taken just over half an hour's play, and that's going to be the first corner of the game. Maybe, as you suggested, Pumuzzo, that just shows the lack of real purpose and drive and box entries, etc., etc. Corner it is. Again, that's going to be too close to Stevens.
Goalkeeper practice all evening. He's too close to the goalkeeper. He needs to get it away from the goalkeeper. Get him in 2 minds. Must he come out or must he stay on his line? That's when you get to benefit from set play. When your delivery is just in that area or in that corridor where the goalkeeper is not sure.
And again, football is about creating and taking the opportunities. So far we haven't seen Supersport United do that in the opening 32 minutes, despite the possession that they've enjoyed. We saw a few moments ago just how much possession was enjoyed by them. Chelino Palace now looking watchful away by Ocon. Still Van Rooyen. Mtetwa. Now Toure, and it's the turn of Stellenbosch to play a high line, but they've got to keep possession in that. They're able to do it on that occasion.
You can see Stellis are playing like the team that is playing away from home. It's a cup game. They don't have to score to go through. There's a chance of going to extra time or penalties. bearing in mind that their previous game in the league was in this province and they lost, but not in this stadium, but on the old Titamukava Stadium is where they lost to Polokwane by a goal to 0. Ture scoring an own goal in that game.
It was a match, no doubt, that Coach Lekolo Noholosiema would have been very, very happy with indeed. Nice little break here from Sekota to the byline. Great effort and a terrific save from Washington and Ruby. Best moment of the match so far, and it falls the way of Stellenbosch FC.
This is good roll-up play coming from Reynolds in the wide position. Sekota driving the team forward. Titus hitting target. But in that distance, great positioning coming from Washington and Ruby. Great positioning, good reflex save, but good work that is done by Sekota. I'm sure that will be encouraging him to do a lot more of those runs, but good interchange of positions between Sekota and Titus. You should be scoring.
Devin Titus should have had that one to either side of Washington and Ruby, and that's Stellenbosch FC in front before 35 minutes had elapsed. How much is that going to come back and cost the Stellenbosch side? Former under-23 international and came through the junior ranks at Stellenbosch FC as Devin Titus. He's a good player. He's missed that opportunity. He has it from Reyners, and every time he's on the ball, he does get a lot of attention from Tyson Klatswayo. First responsibility of Tyson Klatswayo. Watch that number 9 jersey, the man with the black gloves on. Not Ryan Ray either. Remember Ryan Ray when he played for Highlands Park, taking the throw-ins with the Imperial gloves on. Always played, that was his trademark. I believe he's popped up in the first division. Not sure which team it is. Could very well be La Masia. Maybe even Kashik Stars, but I'll keep a check on that for you. Away by Ocon for Supersport United. Nice little pass here for Gapani Lungu. Maybe he should have taken the responsibilities himself instead of looking for Mbata.
Decision making in the final third. Mbata had laid it on the plate for him. That is Lungu. For me, he passed on responsibility. As soon as they release him there, Lungu, he has turned. He's facing the goals. They have a shorted goal. They've got the space, they've got the time. He tries to be unselfish and play the ball back to Mbata. I don't think it was the correct decision.
Absolutely agree. Almost a typical cup match at the moment. It's a nice ball into the good interchange of passes from Supersport United. No way through for Terence Bugumanja, and Bassadine will clear. Falls nicely for Keegan Johannes, but Ture very, very watchful indeed.
A lot of good one-twos for Supersport United in the wide areas, but that's not where Gavin would love to see Zugamanja. He's dropping into those wide areas, he's dropping into those pockets, but that's not where he's dangerous yet. He's dangerous in the box, and he positions himself to be able to finish crosses.
It's going to be a point of fascination now. Every time Chandra Campbell has a ball to play, and again it's too close to the keeper. Although on that occasion, Sage Stevens didn't really get a touch on it. Or did he? Might have been a fingertip from the 32-year-old keeper.
I'm sure he'll be disappointed in his handling there at Sage Stevens. He needs to do better. Another opportunity for Campbell. It changes the angle now. It was an in-swing on the other side. Out-swing at this time.
Last time he hit it right inside the 6-yard box, and no problems at all with the clearance this time. Ball cleared away by Fowler's Bassadine. Washington and Ruby under no pressure. As this man is not seen in the game of football, is probably not worth seeing in the first place. He's been a tremendous servant. Was with the Supersport United at one stage. Went to Chukuma and then to Marumo Gardens with that interchange of the clubs. Nice hit away on that occasion by Ime Ocon. He's quite a big unit. I haven't seen him before, but he really does look impressive.
Talking about Washington and Ruby, when was it Tax? Was it under Barker also?
Might very well have been. No way through on that occasion for Devon Titus.
One thing that Titus has done well this evening is whenever Reynolds drops into that midfield, he's using the space that is leaving just in front of Tyson very well and in behind to be able to receive those balls. So that is the understanding that has developed over the years between the Reynolds and the Titus. When one drops deep, the other one occupies the number 9 position.
And they both seem to like that inside left channel. Cleared away by Fawaz Basadine. That really hasn't changed on the first gear yet, has it? For Mudzo, we have seen a lot of technical skill and a short passing game from Supersport United. Those box entries, maybe a hesitance in pulling the trigger, but both of these clubs have had a pre-season, and when you get into basically what is their third match of the campaign, 2 league matches and now this, I'm not sure if we will still be talking about rustiness. But it's such an important challenge for Flatswayo against Raiders. Because if he'd missed that one, Raiders would have been in home and dry, one fancies.
You have to have your match sharpness from the start, and this is a cup game. If you don't take your opportunities, you're going to suffer. So far, Supersport has the majority of the ball position, but the best chance has fallen for Stellis with that run from Supporter and that cut back for Titus. So Supersport United, I don't think you can use the word rustiness, because they looked very good in their first game against Richards Bay, taking their chances very well.
Nice turn from Mikron Raiders once again. But it's Ronnie Flatswayo who forms the block away by Marhaman. King Johannes looking for possession, poached back there by Fawaz Basadine. He's playing very high at the moment, he's Basadine. Nice turn from Palace. He's going in the wrong direction momentarily. Mtetwa, Ture, Molowisani. Now a touch in there from Jaden Adams. From Bitzai will eventually scramble the ball to safety, but it's a nice little move here from Stellenbosch, because with 5 minutes to play before we get to first half stoppage time, so it's Stellenbosch FC who are applying the pressure, and they have a very capable side.
It took them 40 minutes to make at least 5 to 7 passes without Supersport touching the ball. They seem to be growing in confidence in this last phase of this first half.
Unicorn Roy up against Chandra Campbell. It's been an interesting battle so far in the first half, and that one won by the captain of Stellenbosch FC, found by Molowisani. Nice cut inside of Gampani Lungu. Now it's Ismail Toure. Molowisani looking for a little bit of width and finds it as well very nicely with Jaden Adams. Equally wonderful piece of defending in there from the Supersport United midfielder, Ndlovu.
It's good to see that Supporter lost the ball, but he never gave up. He chased back until he won that ball back. That's another habit that we're seeing that is new from Supporter's game. Maybe some of the work that Barker has done with him.
Well, with a sponsor of Rama, do we talk about Butterfingers at some stage? Let's not. I mean, we've seen some rather horrible goalkeeping mistakes being made. Maybe not in the match today from Kaizer Chiefs, but certainly prior to that from Amakosi. But yeah, I suppose it's a difficult one, you know, when goalkeepers make a mistake and you suddenly see it all splashed over social media. People have opinions around South Africa about stuff that happens on the football field. I'm not afraid to maybe be a little naughty sometimes.
We're just happy they're watching the game. We're happy that they're watching the DSTV Prem, they're watching the MTN8, and I'm sure most of them will be watching this game, not only for the game, but also anticipating that draw that is going to happen after this game.
There's a nice recovery from Markaman after between himself and Keegan Johannesson nearly gave possession away to Ikram Reyners. Still possession though to Stellenbosch FC. This is good work by Sekota. He's loving the right hand side and not as successful as the previous time when he found Titus. But that's good work done by Ndlovu.
Good run by Sekota, persistent in the right hand side. But you can see Ndlovu and also Fundezai talking about the cover defense. Fundezai saying I had it covered. Ndlovu saying I gave you the cover in that instance. But it's another corner for Stellies, the second of the game.
90 seconds before we get to first half stoppage time. In-swinging effort from Stellenbosch FC. It's gone wide from Ikram Reyners. That was quite an ambitious header because he pulled himself towards the edge of the penalty area, the small box. And so it was quite an ambitious situation for him to try and head it directly to goal from there.
He made the run a little bit too early to that player ball, so he had closed the angle for himself to be able to redirect that ball on target. That is very nice. A little bit of patience needed from him. He must not go too early. He must wait for the ball to be kicked, then he can attack the near post.
One thing that's become a little clear here is that Stellenbosch FC are winning second ball now as well, which is fairly crucial as there's a foul on Ikram Reyners. Inside the final minutes of regulation time in the first half, we are in Polokwane at the new Peter Makaba Stadium. Thanks for joining us for the final quarter-final first round match in the MTN8 of 2023. No goals between Supersport United and Stellenbosch FC. There has to be a winner. Supersport United haven't conceded a goal in the season so far. Johannes a little perplexed as he was just caught in possession on that occasion. This man missed a great opportunity. That beautiful run on the right-hand side by Gaugelo Sekota. The ball straight at Washington in review. One cannot take away, though, the positioning of the veteran Zimbabwean goalkeeper. No stoppage time added on then by Mr. Jelly Chabani. And we go into the half-time break then with Supersport United and Stellenbosch FC. Some more purposeful play, mostly from Stellenbosch FC close to half-time. But prior to that, it was Supersport United who at one stage had about 65% of the possession. However, even with a couple of shots on target, they weren't able to beat Sage Stevens. Maybe one disappointing factor was Chandra Campbell's free-kick taking quite often too close to Sage Stevens, although he is having a good match on the left-hand side. Chure leading the discussion before we get into half-time, and adding his voice to that discussion is Ikram Reyners. But goals are important, particularly in cup football. We haven't had any of those at the Peter Makaba Stadium. Supersport United and Stellenbosch FC goalless at half-time.
Supersport United, Cape Town City, Kaizer Chiefs, Stellenbosch FC, Sekhukhune United, Moroka Swallows. The MTN8 It's Wapa Wapa time. The MTN8. Spinner winner from World Sports Betting brings the excitement. Vegas to your doorstep.
Prizes, Hollywood bets, take a spin with us.
Discuss by Extra. Dial star 136 star 2 hash to get MTN extra time and stand a chance to win your share of 8 million rand in prizes. It's Wafa Wafa time. T's and C's apply.
It's all about you with deals from MTN made for you.
I'm a big dog, real soft, heart cold, yeah, won't thaw. Big drop, stay drip with a bad.
Play Level's favorite hits all the time.
For the best data and airtime deals that are made for you, dial star 142 hash. Get value that lets you do you.
South Africa football is culture. There was no money, so they played to die. But there was big football, quality football.
You can never have normal sport in a totally abnormal society.
It holds some of our greatest triumphs and finest memories.
It's therapeutic, but also it's infectious. It's almost like religion to us.
No, discipline is a lifestyle.
Don't miss it. Pulse of a Nation coming your way on the 10th of September. Those four parts of that mini-series are absolutely unbelievable. It's taken years to make that documentary, and you do not want to miss it. However, Bongani, Jimmy, 45 minutes, 0-0 in this encounter. Tactical. The chances have been few and far between.
Yeah, they have been very tactical, yes, because I think Stellenbosch has just figured out Supersport. They've nullified the threat from wide areas. I mean, if you look, whenever the ball's wide or trying to be worked wide by Supersport, there's bodies in that area. These bodies to stop the cross, stop the source, and Jukamanja becomes less effective. Hence why the only chance Jukamanja really got was a sort of deep, kind of long ball, kind of come cross, where unfortunately he couldn't even hit the target.
I mean, Jimmy, Jukamanja being spoken about, and the first moment we're going to look at is Jukamanja getting that half attempt, gets a header in, doesn't quite hit the target, but the danger you guys spoke about was shown.
Yeah, no, it was, because I think his strength is always in and around the box, and that's what you want to see him. Also considering the fact they don't really have a lot of height in the team, so he needs to be their reference, and when these crosses come in, they need to find him here. He gets this one slightly over the cross.
It's a long way to header, though.
Yeah, but he's in the area. You know, that's where you want to see him. I mean, that's like
from there, but
it's a striker's instinct.
From the edge of the box.
It's a striker's instinct.
Right in long range header. That's the one that Jukamanja was trying on that occasion. It was really not going to be too much trouble for a goalkeeper of Sage Stevens' quality, but nonetheless, that was the first opportunity, real opportunity in that first 45. The next opportunity comes and a much better one. I mean, Stellies could be one up on the back of this.
Yeah, certainly. I think, you know, either side of Ruby, and he's got big problems. It's a free header, and they did well to work it to this position. You know, they are stringing up the sort of positive passes, working the ball, and now this is where now players are freed up to show their quality in terms of Sahota, yes, getting the cross, and yeah, head it downwards and you got to go.
Ruby will be excited by this. I mean, on his debut, called into action, comes up with the save.
Yeah, I think Titus could have done much better. He did well to get it on target. However, I still believe that Arubi's far right was far much open. But a good save by Arubi. I think it keeps Supersport in the game in that instant.
You've worked with Gavin. What's he saying in the change room right now as we look at the statistics and the numbers, which will really favour Supersport United? The number of touches in the last third are mainly Supersport. The possession Supersport, the goal attempt Supersport are in the ascendancy.
Yeah, I think what it will demand is just a bit more intensity, a bit more pace. You know, when they work the ball in the final third, just, you know, up the energy, up the speed at which you do things, and you might...
Is he saying it like that? Is he saying it like the way you're saying it now?
Well, no, I think there'll be much stronger words. But
Have you been on the, you've obviously been on the other side of that. What is that change room atmosphere like when he feels that he should be winning a game and it's just not happening?
Well, the one thing you love about Coach Gavin is that, when a game has this sort of feeling of just being dead, he takes upon himself to just relay the energy. So the chat is more energetic, so there's a bit more life in the chat, and that kind of gives the players a bit more life and obviously energy to sort of go on and be more positive.
What do the benches have, Jimmy? Where can the goal come from if the coaches need to look at those benches? And for Stellenbosch on their counter-attacking style of football,
look, considering that it's a knockout competition, we want to keep the things as they are, because I don't think much is actually gone wrong. But I think on the bench for Supersport, maybe bring a player like Slalo Sebucha later on could also help them in their offense.
And then you've got Antonio van Beek, who scored against Orlando Pirates. He's somebody with the legs to get into the box, has the pace, likes to live in the box and get goals as well.
Yeah, for me, he'd be my first sub, just to inject a little bit more energy, just to bring in a player who's brave, who's willing to receive the ball under pressure, and just help get players involved. More players, more passes, get more up the pitch.
Jimmy writing extra time penalties?
Who's going on the overlap, so they need a more stronger player that is stronger defensively. What I suppose that the one was he's able to track those. Johannes does not go a lot on those overlaps, so Khota will have to track a lot in terms of defending.
We'll pick on from Dennis with the manja. People will take a spine to the Jerry Toure. Who's the free trigger?
Only 3 goals last season in all competitions for to go together with the 3 assists. I'm playing the primary role of the second right of the possible. Usually they plays out in the right positions where Bata is operating, but yet to target since the game started. But he has been tracking, has been probing.
There appears to be a creative purpose towards the position goal from both the protagonists in the field of play at the moment. I think it's Supersport United won the championship on season. Croatia has been fought sometimes. In the year 2004 of the Kaiser Chiefs, Auckland City 2017, Highlands Park in 2019, with Crawford's goal. Supersport United right on out. It was groundbreaking. Taking a blow pace. Referee making sure that everything is in line of pace. Chivani, Kenichi roll midfielder. A little bit of support to comes his way as well from his captain, Klatswayo. Well, that's all he's doing, isn't he?
Nothing just both players looking at the ball, but is just getting it and try and scanning that distance, and that the head collision happens.
Rovers in possession. Midfield for possible safety and the ball in there. Looks like Jane Adams, who is struggling at the moment. Bring a chat to Makaman. 5 minutes into the second half, and a little bit of a spurt from both Supersport United, but it seems to be catching that some of the lowest we saw most of the first half here in Kwani.
Sometimes that's what happens when 2 coaches it turns out to be more of a tactical game, and that's what has happened in the first 45. But the draw won't help any of the teams this evening. Win.
That's a fancy way not tonight. We'll return to league action on Friday the 18th of August, where both of these sides will be in action. There's a handball eventually.
And firstly,
not going there. He's taken the element of embarrassment. Free kick for Ikram Reyners. Nice take from Arubi. Pressure from Ismail Toure, who's now out of position. 7 times after. Runs in front of Mzani Lungu, and the ball eventually gets played to him. Maybe one touch too late, and then he takes his eyes off it as well. It's
the best option is to play the ball inside to Mahaman, because the wide ball looks too difficult. You play Mahaman is 2 versus 2. I don't understand how he did not see that a pass to Mahaman. Then that counter attack falls down because the decision is making in the field.
They've got the chances to show some emotion for the first time tonight. Barter once again. Gompani Lungu trying to shake off the attentions of Bassadine. He's done nicely. Toure still needs a better though. Very impressive. Cool, calm, collected, organised. Looking prepared with the Ivorian. Johannes and all of this time. Marhaman drops it towards the area. There's real opportunity here. It is better. And you know that Fumbitsai can score goals 5 last season.
Good ball brought in by Mahaman in this instance, but first touch he sets himself up. Then he's going through that ball with the lace technique, just leaning back slightly. That's why he doesn't have target in that moment. Like same stations.
Nice to see that Campbell has recovered his composure after being caught in the face by Junior Palace. Nothing intentional about it. It's Supersport United player.
Good communication between Maloisa and Toure and Seth Davis.
I don't think we've been any near left sides in this match so far. Flags against Stellenbosch FC and Ikram Reyners in particular. Pick up briefly. Tolani Flatsoyo and Ikram Reyners continue to outsmart each other. Not sure if there's a real winner at the moment. Tino Ferreira chase successfully in front of Gompani Lungu. Nicely won back by Fumbitsai, but then turned over by Ikram Reyners. Stellenbosch FC arriving at pace. This is Devon Titus. Reyners. It's a lovely caught a nice first touch from Sehoto as well. Trying the trickery to get rid of Johannes. Mahaman with an interception. Sehoto. Give and go up track. It wasn't for the presence of Nglobo. But looking more and more impressive from a Stellenbosch FC point of view.
They are positive in the second half. You can see Sehoto Titus in the wide areas. They are looking for balls in behind the defense, and that's a good attitude. They want to turn the Supersport defense to face their own goals. But also from the Supersport side, you need to give credit to Ndlovu that has been marshalling that 6th position, always available to cover either on the left or on the right hand side. He's going through a lot of work in that midfield.
10 minutes played in the second half, still no score in Polokwane. One of these two sides will make the second round, unlike last season. Mamelodi Sundowns beat Supersport United in the opening round by 2-0, only to lose out to Orlando Pirates by 3-0 on aggregate. Pirates eventually beating Amazulu by a 1-0 in the final. Pick up one of their 2 titles. Beautiful ball of Double Molodosani. And there's a little protest march in front of referee Billy Chavani.
Fumbitsai, Maloisani.
That's a handball.
The question is, was the hand in a natural position? So what the referees look at is that if you are falling and you need to balance your body, where should your hand be? And that's why he does not give a penalty. Jenny Chavani says the hand is in a natural position because he needs to balance his body because he was tackling, he was balancing his body. Just explain the loss of the game. I'm sure Scott Don will go in detail in terms of explaining that the more time past 8.
That's when you're World of Champions, Channel 202, Toronto, Mutumanente and Friends.
Can't wait for it. There's a lot to discuss. There is the Chambers one goal. Was it too tight? Did you give the benefit to the attacking team? You say that it's do you give soft right? There's a lot to discuss on extra time tomorrow. There's a hat-trick for Lipaso. The last time the Pirates got a hat-trick in the MTN8 was 2002, I think. I'm not sure which year that, but I think it was 2002. But the last player to score a hat-trick in the MTN8 game was Jimmy Collins.
Well, the draw will take place at the end of this one. What the end of the project at the moment is looking higher. Sundowns could be a mouth-watering prospect. And the cards with the attacking team, Supersport United, would be consistent as well. I think it's a chat, you can say it's in play between Porter and Rampani Lungu. Haven't seen any changes yet. This is the cup game. They should be looking at the game. And it says they're going to prove a judge. Would need the changes to perhaps around the 70th minute. Just in case there's extra time, maybe in case there's penalties and closer to penalties, you see substitutions that might be made for first quick campaign. It would be very difficult as far as penalties are concerned. It's very practical as well. Change of players are concerned as well. Not just because one player seems to be able to die now. Now, the man is placed in the penalties. So he can have a good chance because we want to track that. We can't track the target.
It's interesting how everybody expected in Jobu to take the ball out because there was a man down. It's not compulsory for the team to take the ball out and to put the team forward. Driving the team for 5 minutes. Look at Mike in that instance. You should be going across goal. That you don't go for the near post, you go across the goal, get a better angle. Unlucky not to hit target, but any young here watching when you want to get a play, let the ball scroll go.
Measured away by Pupitai. Pick up on Tetra. That's a quick touch as well. Looped up to Johannes. Beats off the challenge of our capacity. Continues to be a pillar of strength for Stellenbosch FC, that midfield.
It's not been challenges. If I'm coming out on the page, Supersport United license, I think you think all about the that can come in and assist as our job. I'll be looking maybe to sacrifice one of the midfielders in Baghdad, change the position of the let the team over on the white line and let Igaro come in and support Zalamaja. It will be a change that I will make to try and get that goal from the ground.
There might be a way to see that's not over to Campbell. Campbell and Roland opportunity there. First time ball is interesting if they've been a blue jersey anywhere within proximity of Stephen. It wasn't. But the place has any additional that's right. Strong challenge from Johannes. Mr. Giovanni hasn't gone to the pocket, but he's waving on the medical staff to have a look at the stuff.
Not the best of first touches from Sukota. He exposes the ball, and that's what Johan is trying to explain to each and every opportunity. The ball was in the air, then for me to then win it at the head. It was an unfortunate collision between the two of us. But as it is in football or in any sport, head collegiate medical team is to achieve.
Which version of the play is the first port of call for the officials? 68% pass completion rate this evening. Yeah, I think Stellenbosch will be happy with his performance so far. He's pretty sort of from the right side, left side. He's got a work from Ronald side, but now he's come up against Keegan Johannes, and I'm not sure that he's had greater success in that. Maybe Devin Titus is having a bit more freedom with the especially say Ronald side. He does push forward a lot more than Keegan Johannes does.
There is that competition or that battle that he's speaking about between Sefota and Johannes. Is an interesting one to keep an eye on.
It's a different side of play of the right-hand side and the left-hand side. Notice not only as far as your body positioning and the foot that you use to deliver the crosses from those areas, but it's the opposition you're playing against as well. And it is a little bit by his head, getting that side and moving up and giving space to Sefota. It showed when he drove that ball in towards Devin Titus. And the goal was saved by this man, Washington Ruby. But he's got his kitchen now one left. This is Grant Markman. Second bite of the cherry. Not a bad one either. Campbell. Comes the shot on top.
Because you're looking at Campbell getting it on target. The question is, Kev, if Sai Stevens was not in goal, that ball would have gone in. It's a shot target.
You know, that's pathetic it is. Shots like that, which is almost a pass to the goalkeeper, being a shot on target. And a player will from like Morgan Nell for Cape Town City, he picked the crossbar of the team, gets to nothing, rolling 1-1. With a benefit, it comes back with the woodwork. And yet this one is, it's fascinating, you know, if you learn how the statisticians put things together.
The simplest of them, the simplest answer to that would be that shot from the goalkeeper is a goal. The other one, even if the goalkeeper is not there, is not going in.
Markman looking for his left foot. It's a chance and a deflection as well of Supersport United. Once again, just like the first half, it's Supersport United who are making the running, and it's almost as if Stellenbosch FC are looking for something on the counter right now.
They're looking for something on the counter, and from Steve Barker, I want to find something from the players that I have on my bench. You've got Van Beek that got the goal against Orlando Pirates on transition, on break attack. Is somebody that plays well on the shoulder of the defender. That is somebody that I can bring into the place.
Just a really nice combination between Vukamanja and Sandra Campbell. Equally good defending from Mohamed Sani. Well, this is about to be a change then from Stellenbosch FC. The player there seems to be Aniset Ura, another player from the Ivory Coast, who's given us as a left winger, the 23-year-old. And just like Ismail Toure played at the Glamour Club, the big side in the Ivory Coast, Esek Mimosa. Looks like there's going to be a change for Supersport United as well. Supersport United with Guitarra, what do you call that? Guitarra is coming on for Kampani Lugu, which is something of a surprise. You thought he would come on for talented Barter. So Barter will stay wide on the right-hand side, and Vukamanja will have a new striking partner.
It's a target man coming in for a mobile striker. You've got a left winger coming out in Sekgotha and another left winger coming in. Man from Ivory Coast, that is Ura, has also played for the likes of Asek Mimosa, the 23-year-old. A lot of pace, good technique on him. Igadaro also coming in.
Another corner kick for Supersport United. Referee spotting untoward behaviour in the Stellenbosch FC penalty area from the attacking side. Yeah, it's interesting, and you did say that Falcao Sekgotha is not likely to last 90 minutes, but he's lasted up until 2/3, 75% of the match, just about.
It's always good because you look at the first two games that he had played in the league. It was only 70 minutes. It's about 30 minutes a game, 35 minutes a game. Today he gets to start the game. He gives me a good 60 minutes. Busy on the left-hand side especially. So he's just building from there. The next game, you give him a 70 or 80 minutes. And you get to game 5, he's already match fit and ready to give you a full 90. It's an opportunity to Ora to come in and try and continue where Sekgotha had left off.
It's a very similar situation, in my opinion, to the development of Kamala Makocho, who joined Supersport United and came back into play. He was given a couple of opportunities to play, and the longer the season grew, the stronger he became. A couple of Player of the Match awards. I thought Makocho was absolutely fabulous by the end of the campaign. Van Rooyen gets beaten by Sandra Campbell. Not a great first touch in the area, unfortunately, from Supersport United. And a first touch from Ura. Reyners stays onside. Reyners! Blocked by Ocon. Now a chance from Klabu.
They've dealt well with Reyners, that is Ocon and Satwayo. When the one presses, the one goes on the cover. And that's what they've done well so far.
Markman again will drive the penalty area. Again, it's Grant Markman. Interesting ball by Talenton Parta. Away by Van Rooyen. Pick up from Titus. Van Rooyen a little shimmy and then a nibbling challenge from Campbell. So the score of the nibble really from Tyson Fitzwayo. I felt the challenge from the captain of Supersport United. Well, there are no goals in this match, but it doesn't stop the fans being particularly animated. Fans from all different clubs out there. See colours of black and gold. I see Sekgotha United supporters in the day play the football here. In fact, they're playing Wednesday in the league against Dubai Birds, who are now Morocco Swallows after that financial situation was sorted out. So Sekgotha against Swallows on the World Champions. There are a couple of matches on Tuesday because of CAF commitments. So Pirates will be away at Chippers. Sundowns are in action as well on Tuesday. But we'll be back on Wednesday with Sekgotha United and Swallows and one of their Morocco Swallows and one of their supporters already in here getting a preview of the different side of action we'll see in the league on Wednesday nights.
A good performance from Steve Compella's boys yesterday. Unlucky not to get that red card early. I thought that had they gone for a longer period, 11v11, it could have caused a threat to that Mamelodi Sundowns team. But also a good performance from Mamelodi Sundowns. Solid. They tried to adjust to the way Solos was very stubborn, eventually getting that goal from them.
Is that more a case of inside information from Stephen Compella, or was it just one of the nights where Swallows put it all together rather nicely? Maybe unfortunate to lose the encounter.
Yeah, the red card just came a little bit too early for Steve Compella, but he's also trying to rebuild that Morocco Swallows team, and they're taking a very good shape and good direction.
Good play between Johannes and Talenton Barton, and it brings the skill of Powers Basadine to break down that play from Supersport United. 20 minutes and stoppage time away from extra time. We haven't had extra time in the match so far in the MTN8. shot from Supersport United. The ball bouncing a little awkwardly. Titus eventually managing to make the clearance. I start to get the feeling that it's going to take something special to break the deadlock. Big hit away by Ronald Kumbitzai. It's not a point, bad ball, nicely inside here to Jennings Fukumanja. Defense is there from Tetra. Managing, bullying that midfield. Now it's Talentum Barter. Nobody pulling the trigger at the moment. Now they do. I think there was
play in that 10 position. That is De Jong. Van Veek will go into the wide right position. Van Veek. The game he needed with his pace and his intelligence. He's the man that scored a goal against Orlando Pirates.
Markman to the back post. Tyson cuts high there. Barter.
Good cross by Mahaman to the far post, brought back by Tyson Tlatwayo. From the side, should be doing to get from there. It's not enough now right for you to get the ball over the top, but he has been searching, he has been looking for that ball. The man that has just come in Van Veek will have to attack him whenever it goes in the overlap, because he has been at the right cross on that left hand side. One of the responsibility Van Veek will have is to track him down, but Van Veek is also equally important in terms of going forward for Stellenbosch.
Yeah, absolutely. The presence of the possession in their favour. We less than 15 minutes away from the 90 here. A bit of stoppage time maybe. Goals sometimes quite late. When we Town City when they beat Swallows that match. In fact, they beat Polokwane City that match. That goal came within the final 5 minutes. Chiefs Galaxy as well as again the Cape Town Stars, but they also came within the final 5 minutes. Down to Tennessee. A lot more pressure coming in the next few moments as well, because we're inside the final 15 minutes. This is where that doesn't happen up to now. It certainly hasn't. This match should come alive. Raiders with a nice little touch. Interesting to see that Anisha Ura is wide on the right hand side, and his return pass to Raiders is Westwood.
Happy because he's making runs into the channels and he's not receiving the balls. That's why he's so frustrated, Raiders. And whenever the ball goes to him, there's not enough support coming quickly to assist him.
Ball nicely won back by Sipisikle and Plovu. Does he have the support that he needs? Iguodaro. While there's two players marking one, it leaves a space over on a side, and this time it's the right hand side for Supersport United. Talentum Barter. Markaman. In fact, it's Johannes. Beg your pardon. Oh, Johannes skips past a couple of challenges. It's a really, really top challenge, though, from Stellenbosch FC. Antonio van Veek, who made the challenge on that occasion. She seems to see Van Veek over on the right-hand side, which means that Aniset Ura has moved over onto the right-hand side. Van Veek's over on the left. Well, with the score...
Well, to the critical phase of the game, and that's where players are getting tired. Players tend to lose focus in the last 10 minutes of games. Is there still something in this game for us not to go to extra time, but none of the two sets of players showing any agency.
So we say that Vukamanja looking for an opportunity. Mapocha in there as well. The offside flag stays down for Vukamanja. Mapocha, I tell you what, if you run onto that, then you just crack it, surely. Yes, I know, it probably arrived on his right foot. So 3 minutes has been added on to the Zinka. It's another 4.5 minutes to play. Pasadine. Tetra. De Jong. as well, just carried away and the momentum, maybe the pass would have been better towards the delivery is given away by Mtetwa.
The Supersport bench, they were thinking that is the one. He starts the move in midfield, deep in midfield, that is right at the forward, plays the ball wide, and starting out the ball, and then ball to the goal, put all down and get then Hernandez to the final touch, apply the final touch onto the ball, and he does it.
So I think it was the bench that Supersport United from Johnson in his own rights and governments. So they have some wonderfully technical discussions about the team selection and these discussions. In the meantime, are finding De Jong, Sani, to Van Rooyen. 3 minutes of time and one of those announcers. It's wonderful. The defending once again, starting capacity.
Before Basadin joined the party, it was 3 versus 3. Decision making in the final third, letting Stellenbosch down in that moment. This guy ricocheted his when it's on the wide left-hand side and you're going for that near post, you need to be going across goal, and I'm sure that's something that Basadin was with the experience that he had in the PSG today.
Almost as an attacking midfielder rather than an out-and-out striker, and maybe he's taken off from the deep behind the team, but it's penalty area. Goes into extra time. So the two teams will have the greater fortitude during extra time, 2 periods of 15 minutes each. Young nicely holds it up. Now Reyners. But fake. Denied by Flatsfire. He's a pillar of strength at times, that really is. Away again by Grubble. Back from Toure. Ladies and gentlemen, we are heading for back on the left-hand side. Gets away from Johannes. This is the last ditch effort, surely. Now the ball's alive by Chris. That's the team, the clearance from looking to get it on forth as well. Now Gina Van Rooyen. And the referee says 90 minutes. And we have another 30 of you there. Pocket didn't really bargain, although you do have to in cup games for another half an hour. Maybe they didn't want an extra half an hour because the match is coming up on Friday. But Friday's a couple of days away. So that there will be enough rest time between now and the end of the week. But as far as goals are concerned, well, probably disappointing. We haven't had a goal in the 90. We've had 9 goals in the quarterfinals so far, but absolutely nothing in this game. Although there have been opportunities, and it's been the lack of timing, lack of running in his face, the final delivery towards Raiders, maybe too much reliance on a man who was banging them in all over the place with 15 goals last season. But in extra time, what do we have to anticipate? What further substitutions are we going to see?
I think both teams played too safe in the 90. Extremely too safe from Stellenbosch in the first half. In the second half, they upped it a little bit. They tried to change things. They introduced the likes of Van Beek, not much of an effect to the game. Supersport on the other side, they introduced Rasib Botwa. They also introduced Igataro up top. So yeah, the changes has not really changed anything in terms of the results.
0-0 at the end of 90 minutes, extra time to follow. Don't go away.
Well, there they are, Stellenbosch men having the conversation, discussing what needs to be done in extra time. Gavin Hunt is looking beside himself in terms of trying to motivate and inspire this team that for 2 games now, I'm sure he will be unimpressed. I'm going to ask Bongani here. Bongani, translate what was being said there.
Yeah, I think it's just to keep the guys, just fired up in terms of managing the extra time. Third game of the season, probably a bit too soon to bring all the way to the extra time, but players to just manage the next few minutes accordingly as to prevent injuries and obviously get across the line.
Passion that you spoke about, the motivation that you spoke about that Gavin brings to lift the team when it needs it the most, what he's given it there. And then Jimmy, looking at the other camp here, similar coaching style from Steve Barker in a game where they've hardly seen the ball, created very little, but are still alive.
Yeah, I think the idea is just to get the guys back into the game. Concentration level should stay as focused as they should be. But yeah, let's see what the extra time is going to for.
Well, we've seen 3 games end in the regulation. Now, for the first time in this year's MTN8, we go to extra time. We'll say
available here as far as Bassity. An opportunity for the shot has gone just wide, but it needed much more venom than that. And once again, Reynolds might have done a hamstring almost, or did he injure his knee, but he's in discomfort. Is the man who had an absolutely scintillating second half of the season.
Good tackle coming from Rasiwata. You do not need to give him space and time there, Reynolds. He will punish you, but good interception coming from Rasiwata.
We are in extra time. Punched away by Washington and Ruby. Neither of these two sides have given an inch and haven't scored a goal either. Forward by Timo van Rooyen. Supersport United nil, Stellenbosch 15 nil. Halfway through the first period of extra time. 25% of the way through extra time. Nice control by De Jong. A good touch in there as well from Gaga. Spreading the ball around here to Van Rooyen. De Jong. Let's hold the ball up nicely. He's got a good first touch as well. That's Van Rooyen. Tetra. Toure coming in a little bit of scrutiny. Fortunately making the clearance quicker than I thought he wanted to, but it's a good one anyway. As is Captain Van Rooyen on Gaga once again. Tyson flips one. Is it called by across the field they play them directly towards the goal of the opposition, more times than not.
It's called the players are playing safe. They don't want to lose the ball. That's why they go sideways and backwards. You need more players to play more of those forward passes, the penetrating passes. A lot of midfielders want to play safe and they want to play sideways and backwards. But let's hope that Mugaga with that jersey can play the ball forward.
Scoring mindset to extra time. Congratulations for Stellenbosch FC. It's an easy game,
A great goal in that near post. Great delivery into that near post. He attacks that near post that is Dion using his height and his ability. Gets the opening of the new season that is Dion. Last season only amassing 4 goals plus the 3 assists last season. He opens his account for Stellis in the cup game in extra time. But he uses that quality ball and he just leaps and he hits Fubezai on that near post. Fubezai has the responsibility of striking him, but De Jong outjumped him and gives Stellis the lead that they needed.
Absolutely rooted to the spot. It's taken 100 minutes. And the visitors lost by this scoreline at the old Peter McCarver Stadium. Just because of the McCarver's publicity. champions of the Military Foundation Championship, the MTN8. They had a great second match of the campaign.
That is his own museum. We are on and they say he's at work every day. He has an opportunity to come and watch a live game here in Polokwane, and he will do exactly that. How does Supersport manage this game?
218 minutes. Supersport United have gone without conceding a goal. Now they concede their first of the season. And does this change the complexion of this encounter? Do we now see more share from Supersport United? Do you see what's more in this Arsenal? Or is this going to be a Stephen Parker side bouncing back after that loss against Polokwane City? Yes, second one for the division.
Decision making from Reynolds. He gets the ball in between his legs. He does not know what to do with it. He's got three players that are running off the ball to be able to receive that ball. But good defensive work from Dom once again in that midfield.
He's been absolutely superb. Van Rooyen, clear for Stellenbosch. Away from half time in extra time. Is one of Kevin Hunt and his side are looking for at the moment.
The man from the bench has gotten the goal for backup. Will the man from the bench get the goal for Kevin Hunt?
Gudoro loses out in the header. And Ketwa from trouble. Chase Pepper on run. Gudoro, and he told us because how good he is with his head, Gudoro, and he pushed it wide. Now he gets himself into that area where he's challenging the penalty area. And he's enjoying it now. On a Sunday, 13 minutes of extra time, 13 goals. And enjoying it quite nicely. Offline right with the front. Look at things. Sawyer deputised against the physiotherapist.
So he's saying to him, we need you, boy. We're in a cool down. It's extra. We need to soldier on. More of the substitutes that we need to make is to positive substitute of offensive players. You can't afford to lose you. You need to push on. I'm sure that's the message from the captain. That's the message that the most experienced man also in Washington.
Some support from the bench if Altan is not able to continue. The returnee from Jean, we played with the Turan Butler. Is that master substitute in the centre back for the quiet.
I'd rather go for a Jessito, I'd rather go for a Patricia Nange as midfield as well as you're bringing in somebody to try to take him forward, somebody to take him forward. You can't go like for like at this moment when you're trailing in a cup game.
Patrick Hasitwa, Supersport United down to 10 moments. Torture. Nice turn on Torture, but he's been kicked all the way by playing as a striker, attacker, trying to get the ball up there. Again towards attacker, trying to get the ball up there. Again towards top of the ball now by Stellenbosch safety. On extra time, Van Rooyen arrives. by the scorer Andre de Jong. Good punch over there with a knockdown. Outside from himself in an attacking position. Rise it over. It's wide. That'll be a hard time in extra time. 15 remaining in the story of the first part of extra time. It's this man delivering from the corner. And he headed in from an angle that found the top left-hand corner of the goal of Ruby. Which by one was defended on the line. And that's what I'm seeing.
But we need to praise the delivery that is coming from each perfect to the numbers and the run that Dion makes is finishing like nicely. Now he means that Supersport's identity Supersport's identity has been lost in this game. They are not going wide and bringing in the post. They don't have out number 9 and holding out the post and bringing in the midfielders in the play. So I'm sure those are the instructions that are backing those players to say, guys, we're not going wide, we're not bringing in.
There's the goal scorer, De Jong, immediately surrounded by blue jerseys. That's really a good bit of defending from thinking the save mate, I think it was. Igadoro. That's good muscling off the ball from the Nigerian. Wide goes in trouble. So there's space developing in Stellenbosch FC having to be very well organised and shuffling as a unit defensively because they can expect that Supersport United are going to throw everything at them. The Sade noted another good touch. Marking a third in this particular move. Markaman forward, away by Toure, nicely back by Johannes. I do like the way that Stellenbosch FC are pressurising the ball when it's played aerially towards their own penalty area. It really is a good defensive structure at the moment. It looks like Kyle Jurgens is going to come on here for the side from the Winelands, and he's going to pop in 19-year-old in the place of from Reyners. No goal for Reyners tonight. He has put on a bit of miles though.
You can clearly see that they are bringing the youngster in, that is Baka. You can see clearly they want to manage the rest of the game. Fire a low block. They've got 2 lines of force behind the ball at all times. Again, as I say, that they win the ball back with Passati. Now is that transition. Now Dion is that point of reference. They play the balls to him to try and hold it up and attack that Supersport defense. That man in a picture game, he has never stopped working.
Zana Kolo. The Sade notes come on and he's working very hard indeed. I'm sure the instructions are very specific indeed. As you would have heard from Victor Ndoregu in the past. Attack, attack, attack.
It's good to see Gaga dropping back to go and assist defensively. We know he's an offensive midfielder, but he knows what is at stake now. He needs to leave everything on the field of play. He's assisting Mutetwa in that center of midfield to try and assist the team defend.
The young challengers, there's a better challenge in there from the captain Kratzweil from Supersport United. Free kick to Markaman. Ryzen Albert, Igataro. Might have been a handball in there actually.
Frustrating evening for Igataro. I just felt that this evening he didn't come into the game and play to his strength. He's dropping too much into that midfield, and the way he scores goals. Last season, 11 goals in all competition was all in the box. So that's where he's needed, and that's why Supersport has brought him to the club to try and get goals and play to his strength, which is aerially.
Clock continues to tick down. This is going to be Stellenbosch FC playing away from home. Saw the Cape side tonight. Cape Town City losing at home against Kaiser Chiefs. So they inspired second half performance from Amakosi. Inspired first half of extra time from Stellenbosch FC with a goal from De Jong. And will be at this point in time a Cape side in the draw for the semi-finals. Alongside the trio of Gauteng Giants. It's what Cup football is all about, isn't it? I mean, if you look at the Cup of Dreams, the FA Cup of South African football, and don't forget we have the League Cup that's back for the first time in about 4 seasons, which is going to add a lot of fixtures to the season, but it's also going to bring a lot of intrigue. There goes over the top. It was a bit of a ambitious attempt though by Ronald Fumbitai. Good delivery from Kini Besode. I like the way he drove the ball in there, and sometimes all that needs is a little deflection. Minutes separates Stellenbosch FC, maybe a bit of stoppage time, from the semi-finals of the Nedbank Cup. Don't forget they lost in the opening round last season. This is Ura. Love the pace of Ura, not a full jab shot. That's a terrific effort.
He has impressed me since coming in. He's direct. He likes to run at defenders. And when the opportunity arises, he takes that shot at goal. He has been impressive since coming on, Ura.
Chetra. From Royan. Who is an obvious target man, but I'll tell you what, it's not a bad ball in towards Antonio van Veek. Oh, my goodness me. Gaga will have better shots in his life.
Take a touch. Give the space and time. Take a charge. There's players in the box. He runs the opportunity.
Marthaman has really been good tonight. The man he passed the ball to has arguably been even better in Globu. Marthaman, is there a chance for more drama? Van Rooyen covers. Stevens taking his time and very nearly got closed down. Away with it. And from the Winelands, now Gaga. Players forward here. Van Veek might have been a little on the offside, that's why he changed his run. And it's Ura. Easy for Washington Ruby. Things very much going in the favour of Stellenbosch FC at the moment. They scored in the 100th minute. And there's only 3 minutes remaining and a bit of stoppage time. Iguodaro again. He's not in the kitchen. Mark Williams would probably prefer him to be, but certainly Pabuta Morenzo wants him to be. And De Jong's one possession back to Van Veek. I tell you what, those two substitutions, when they came in at the same time, Van Veek and De Jong have been absolutely amazing.
Playing to the coach's instructions, playing to their strength. De Jong can hold up the ball. We spoke about how Van Veek makes runs off the ball, and that's how he got the goal against Orlando Pirates.
Guitaro's header is wide. A bit of a headache for Toure, trying to keep out the presence of the Nigerian substitute. Yeah, Toure's in a bit of trouble here. Don't have much in the way of central defenders. He's up on his feet again. He's Ismail.
It's interesting how Jenny Chavani is having a tongue lashing at these players whenever they're trying to time waste. You should have seen how he was speaking to Toure there to say, hey, only 2 minutes of the game left.
Trey Stevens. Johannes, is there something in this for Supersport United? Because time is really starting to run away from Matsutati Patori. Now, there's an attack here. It's 3 against 1, or just about 2 against 2, one could argue. Van Beek. Al Jaggins. De Jong. His first touch was a little on the heavy side, and once again, the irrepressible Supersettle and Globo will come back to defend. That
has been magnificent in that midfield. That is in Globo.
Phenomenal.
It was a key battle between him and Teto in that battle. It has been a punch after punch in that midfield, and I think when you're looking at those two players, any of them get man of the match, I'll sleep well tonight.
Yep. Stellenbosch FC are 20 seconds away. Haven't had an indication of second half stoppage time just yet, but in regulation time it's now 10 seconds away from a place in the semi-final draw, along with Mamelodi Sundowns, Orlando Pirates and Kaizer Chiefs. 2 minutes further headed on, so another 120 seconds of drama for you to endure. And if Supersport United grab a goal now, we'll definitely be to penalties, but it'll be a bit of a heartbreak for the team from the Winelands. Keenan Besaidenout. It's a good take from Sage Stevens. I say a take because initially there was a take and then he spilled it. But there were so many blue jerseys around him. I thought he'd done it awfully nicely, and that's wasteful from Marhaman.
That has been the evening for Supersport United. Washington Arubi given a start today ahead of Goss, who had not conceded a goal in the 2 league games that he has played. He comes in today and concedes that goal from Dion. The man in your picture kept a clean sheet against Orlando Pirates in the first game. It seems like he's going to keep another clean sheet tonight. That is Sage Stevens.
Johannes with a throw, Ruby with a distribution. Another 40 seconds remaining in the optional time, in extra time. Are we going to have further drama here? Rasabota, two-way, manages somehow to get good places on it.
Last 20 seconds for Supersport United.
Fans are starting to get very excited about the prospects here. Are we going to have ultra-late drama? Once again, it's Keenan Besaidenout with perhaps the final delivery of the game. That's referee Jelly Chafani making sure there's nothing untoward. Pleasant Latswat's in a place where he has scored goals, mostly for Bidvest Fits, but that's wasteful. And from Godaro. No problems for Stellenbosch FC. And still no final whistle from the referee. We've had the 2 minutes added on for stoppages and injuries in extra time. Stellenbosch FC will qualify for the semi-finals of the MTN8, and deservedly so from Terminente.
They created the best opportunity with Titus in that first half. A well-taken set by Basadin to finish, to be finished by Dion in that post. Parker going through to the semi-final. A good performance away from home from Baka and the boys. Well planned, well executed by the players. Supersport disappointed. It means now it's 2 games without scoring a goal for Kevin Hunt and his boys. Something that they will have to go on and work on and try and get that formula or the way to goal again, because for the last 2 games they've not done so. Congratulations to Stellis.
Supersport United slipped to their first defeat of the season, while Stellenbosch FC bounced back in a town where they have lost against Polokwane City. And they bounce back to win after extra time with De Jong.
So then we needed 120 minutes to confirm the fourth and final semi-finalists in the MTN8 for 2023-24, and it is Stellenbosch Football Club winners by a single goal to nil. And in completing the semi-final lineup, we'll of course be hearing from the semi-final draw in a short while. For the time being though, man of the match this evening, Vivian Mashidisho from MTN doing the handover. He gets himself a miniature of the trophy, as well as 8,000 Rand richer is Unyambo. So congratulations for the performance. It went 120 minutes. At the stage, did you think that perhaps you guys had a chance to win this before then?
Ngizojabula nje ukubonga ukuthi nabaselisifuna namajita up until the goal 100 minutes ekugcineni futhi sakhona ukuthi siwine ngalo 1-0. But then into esize kakhulu ba consistency wazi game yethu noma kuthiwa bedlala ama long ball, but then besi patience sazi ukuthi sizeleni sodlala kanjani. Angizashishile empilweni yethu up until the game okuyona wesizini usitholele win.
Impi yakho no Grant Magaman noNdlovu eswini.
Hayi yimbi phela kodwa ke inkunzi yohlezi inkunzi oba ngi-off nje noma ngikhonazi kodwa nomdlalo bomuhle ngabongela nabafethu challenge hlezi ikhona badlala nabo okuwukuthi nami ngihlezi kungikhuthaza ngaso sonke isikhathi ukuthi ngenze sure ukuthi ngiyaba-overpower kumele ngiba-overpower.
I mean kusayeli kwisizini kodwa uma ucabanga le win le ukuthi ngeke kwifanele first time ye-MTN8 izonenzelani meniqhubeka nesizini.
Le win isiza kakhulu ekutheni sikwazi ukuboost i-confidence, sikwazi ukuthi silungise nalapho esiphuma khona wazi siphume kululizeni. So le win bekuthi nje speak up i-confidence, sikwazi ukuqhubeka sizosiza ekutheni sikwazi ukuba-consistent sikwazi ama-win wethu.
Well done namhlanje.
Ngiyabonga kakhulu futhi.
Mteni Mtetwa says this particular win hopefully will help them guide them into much calmer and much more consistent ways in the DSTV Championship as well. As coach, you enter into the semi-finals for the first time in this competition, hard won, but you did say that games between these two teams extremely close.
Yes, Razi, they always are tight. I mean, whenever you play Supersport, you know, to be ready for a physical battle, you have to be willing to really dig deep, win second balls, compete aerially. You know, the first 25-30 minutes, we were pretty much camped in our own half, having to deal with a lot of their set-piece threat, which wasn't easy, but it knew to be tough. And then I thought the last 15 of first half, we sort of got a bit of rhythm going. We started getting a couple of touches on the ball. We created a really good chance with Titus. And then second half was just that. It was really a trench warfare. It was just dig deep. Fortunately, we got off goal from a set piece. And then, you know, obviously after that, we just had to really hold on. And I cannot be prouder again of these players, the effort that they've put in. 120 minutes of effort by some of these players is really very proud for me to see the way that they put the effort in. And they deserve to be in the semi-final.
Yeah, it was always going to be small margins again between these two teams, but in wrestling some of those margins your way, you make a quartet of subs in that second half, and they take advantage of base spaces that are going up. Extremely impressive as well. Not only the first touch, but his ability to hold the play up and really link midfield and attack.
Yeah, at halftime I told the players I sensed that today's game will be won or lost through the substitutes. Just I'm proud them to tell them that if we come on, they're the ones that are going to win the game for us. And Andre, I thought, was superb. Like you say, found pockets, kept the ball, you know, link play for us. It allowed us to get high up the field. I thought Tony had some good moments as well as Ura. And then for Andre to get the winning goal was just a feather in his cap for a really good performance once he came on.
Could this be the start of another Stellenbosch adventure in a cup competition?
Yeah, no, we've got Stellenbosch amongst big names in the draw, so let's see what the draw holds for us. We're in the next round. It's never easy home and away against some tough teams, but I'm sure some of them don't want to play us either, so let's see what happens.
Good luck, Coach.
Thank you.
Coach Steve Barker with a sport warning to whoever is waiting for them in the semi-finals of this competition. You do not want to meet Stellenbosch in the last four. Alongside me now, Coach Gavin Hunt. Coach, thank you for your time. 120 minutes today. What did you make of it?
Game.